An overview of atomic habits by James Clear. In a world driven by big goals and grand ambitions, it's easy to overlook the incredible power of small habits. Atomic Habits by James Clear is your roadmap to transformative change. Discover how tiny changes can lead to remarkable results. Learn to harness the atomic power of habits to achieve your biggest dreams, one step at a time. Dive into the science of habit formation and uncover the secret to lasting change. This book will help you break bad habits and build a life filled with positive, lasting improvements. Atomic Habits is not just a book, it's a guide to unlocking your full potential. Join the millions who have transformed their lives and become the architect of your own future. Are you ready to make your habits work for you? Atomic Habits is your key to unlocking a life of continuous growth and fulfillment. Start your journey today.
In the book Atomic Habits, there is one thing which James Clear talked about, and that is the issue of setting goals. He says that you should stop setting goals. Can you imagine?
Because we feel great success starts with great steps, like big steps. And no. That's where we get it all wrong.
Change is a gradual process. It's not an overnight thing. It's from our habits, what we do daily. It is said, if you want to change your life, change what you do daily. Which is, if you want to change your life, change your habits. Your little things that you do daily.
Whatever change or habit I want to make in my life must not be instantaneous. It has to be a little tiny decision, a little change in habits. This book tries to make me understand that small habits can make the big difference, especially when it has been accumulated over time.
Habits are the representation of our lives. I mean, all those daily habits we practice sums up to be the representation of who we are. Sometimes people want to do a habit because of the outcome. Sometimes people who know what to do want to do habits or want to practice habits because they want to make it an identity. Habits, as small as they are, sums up to become the representation of one's life.
We have two types of habits. We have the positive and the negative habits. The positive habit helps to build discipline, adaptability, consistency, patience, and development of skill and so on. And it helps you in your personal and professional life. It helps you succeed. It helps you grow and become better.
When you are building an habit, you don't usually see a positive change. Now I'm talking in the aspect of positive habits now, because we have positive habits and we have negative habits. So you don't really see the change while you are building that habit.
Now he said to build habits, you have got to make the habit attractive. You've got to make the habit easy. You've got to make the habit obvious. And you've got to make the habit satisfying.
Environment is the major determinant in cultivating or trying to change a particular habit.
Our actions is more influenced by what we see, all right, than even what we hear, than what we intend to do. One of the way to make a habit, all right, to become a part of you is by putting whatever it is that would trigger that habit, or that will give you that trigger for that habit close to you or around you.
You see, the key to building lasting habits is to focus on creating a new identity first.
You have to ask yourself, what habit do I need to break? What habit do I need to stop? And what habit do I need to start? When you understand that habit is the sum of everything you are, habit is the total thing to consider for your self-improvement.
We struggle to let go of some habits we've developed over time. Not because we don't want to, but because we feel they are habits we can easily discard. But it doesn't work that way.
And habit reproduces itself. Bit by bit, a tiny little step along the line increases and expands with time. And also, gets to a particular level, gets to a level of mastery.
Little things will draw around you and become great, big things. Just like an example is tiny droplet of water filling a bucket.
Let's not forget in a jiffy that habits as compound interest of self-improvement goes a long way in getting 1% better every day.
Most of the time, most people rely on motivation to do most of the things that are important to them. For instance, most people want to be motivated before they start doing what they are supposed to do, and the downside of motivation is that it only gives you the initial energy to start, but motivation alone cannot give you tangible results.
Behaviors followed by satisfying consequences tend to be repeated, and those that produce unpleasant consequences are less likely to be repeated.
It is something that we repeat, that bring about the addiction and what we get used to, or what we consider to be normal in our lives. So we must be watchful of our habits, because all personalities, everything that we want to become, our branding or the kind of a person we want to become, they all begin from a habit.
You need to start believing new things about yourself, then build identity-based habits. This is not difficult. You just have to take 2 steps. Okay, so the first step is to decide the kind of person you want to be. Then the second step is to prove it to yourself with small wins.
Because habit is all about behavioral change. If you know you're practicing a habit, then it must definitely show in your behavior. So we have the outcome phase, we have the system, and the identity.
It's not all about setting goals. You can set the goals, and many of us know how many goals we have set, but still all in vain, no results were achieved. And so what does that call to? That calls to us to stand by what James Clear says, that it's not about setting goals, rather it's about working on the system. Work on the system that's gonna get you where you want to be.
For some of us, what we will need to do in order to achieve our yearly goals is to be consistent with our weekly and monthly goals.
But over time, if you keep doing it for weeks, for months, you just discover that any day that you don't do it, you feel as if something is not right, because your body has been conditioned, your mind has been conditioned, and then it has been automated to carry out that habit over that period of time.
That reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear is the deliverance that you in particular, that you need to break the bad habits that you have and form new habits that align with the person that you want to be. See you.